Hey everybody! Today I am finally doing what I and probably most other people assume is the first thing you do when you move to a new country. Let me first explain why it's taking so long to do that, or why we've chosen to wait so long to do it, and also just like more updates about how things are going. Exchanging our money from US dollars to Swedish Krona, which I assumed would be the very first thing that we would do when we moved here, because that's how it was in Holland. I assume everyone thinks that's the first thing you do, right? You transfer your money into the local currency when you move to a new country. But that's not how it's played out here, which I think is really interesting. Basically, Sweden, first of all, accepts credit cards, which is different from Holland. Holland, at least the town that we lived in, did not accept credit cards a lot of places. So you had to either have cash or your bank card or a debit card. Debit cards, all the ones that I know about, charge international fees for using them, which can add up quite quickly. Justin has a credit card that has no international transaction fee. So he's just been able to use that for everything, literally. Grocery stores take credit card. Everywhere is taking credit card. The only place that hasn't, when I paid for my ID card at Forex Bank, they didn't take credit card. So I had to use my US bank debit card for it, which did charge like a little bit of a fee, but whatever, that was one time. Places here have all, been able to accept card, so we've had no real need to exchange our money to Krona. And especially interesting is that a lot of places here actually don't even take cash. Definitely some places I've seen signs that are like, oh, this is a card only place, no cash is accepted. Which is really interesting because when we lived in Philadelphia, some stores tried to do that, to change over to being card only, not having a till or cash register. And the city was like, nope, that's illegal. You cannot do that. There, it was an issue of accessibility. Not everyone has credit cards. Not everyone even has a debit card. Some people don't have the means to have a bank account. That's just the reality of the United States of America. But here, I can obviously not speak to any realities or situations outside of my own experience in Sweden. I guess they're totally okay with having card-only places. So the reason I have to finally exchange our money today is because Justin and I went to a tailor because Justin has some clothes that he's wanted tailored for a while now, and also some things that he found secondhand here. And the place that he chose, that we went to, fantastic people, very, very nice, spoke no English, but we made it work, which was actually really nice. They didn't take card, and today is the day that his clothes are probably ready to be picked up. So I need to get cash for us to get Justin's clothes. Before that, though, I have a crazy headache.
Ooh, I'm not focused. So for my headache, I realized, hey, it's a perfect opportunity to kind of give a little intro to drugs here. Drugs. So ibuprofen, and here we go. Paracetamol, which is what acetaminophen is. Tylenol. It's the same thing, just call it something different. Someone please tell me what ABECE means. I cannot find any information online about what this stands for, but literally like every single thing has it. What does it mean? What does it mean? Fun fact though, this is Zyrtec. Zyrtec is cetirizine dihydrochloride, I believe. But this 30-day supply was less than $5. Less than $5 for this. This is way more in the States. But that's a whole different issue of drugs in the US costing way too much money for no reason beyond making the pharmaceutical lobby more money. So I have this, but I wanted to get this, which is Tylenol for my headache. Weirdly, everything comes in these little sleeves. We prefer, bottles because those are less material, and kind of more easily recyclable, I feel. But we've found no bottles of any drug so far.
Transition. The money situation. In a previous vlog, I mentioned that we tried transferring money from my US account to Justin's Swedish account via Moneygram, which everyone online said was the fastest, easiest way to do bank-to-bank transfers internationally. Over 2 weeks after they pulled the money from my US account, still was not in Justin's account. I talked to Moneygram no less than 5 times on 5 different days, complaining, accusing them of just like hoarding my money to make interest off of, because they were. Finally, they solved the case, which was just canceling the transaction. And then literally the next day it was back in my US account. Really annoying. But the way our lease starting and our other payments starting is happening is such that it all works out. We don't have to transfer money to the Swedish account because Justin should be getting paid, finally, after working since August, should be getting paid next week, like the 25th, because they pay monthly in Sweden, and Holland was like that too. I'm wondering if it's all of Europe. The States is every 2 weeks. Here it is every month. And due to various things, roadblocks to getting a bank account for Justin, it wasn't set up until this month. So he will be getting paid for August, September, and October all at once next week. But then it works out perfectly because we don't need to pay for our apartment until right after that, because our lease starts the 1st of November. So it's great. We were so stressed about being able to pay for it and not wanting to lose this place. It's so great. It's such a great place. I cannot wait to show you. We tried the whole Moneygram thing to transfer money to be sure that we had enough and could pay for our lease, basically. But it just worked out. It all just worked out. I have the money, my money, again, in my US account, and none of the things we have to pay for need to be paid until after there will be money in the Swedish account from Justin's work. So, no stress. Also, Justin got his contacts finally. That was the whole thing. That was honestly, I can show you because I have to put this back. That was my bad, the whole contacts thing. When the movers were here, put this back. Not here. The movers were in Philadelphia. They packed up all of our bathroom stuff, and I thought to grab my contacts, but it just slipped my mind to also grab Justin's. And then later that day, they packed up the bathroom stuff. So they packed up Justin's contacts. He's had no contacts since moving here. Ooh, these fell. Also, my bad. Anyway, but yeah, look. So many contacts. Something I noticed when I put these away. They say V and H. And I don't know which one is left, which one is right. Doesn't matter to me because they're not my contacts. But I'm assuming Justin just is choosing off of the strength, or maybe he knows left and right. I should just look up what left and right are. I know it in English. I know it in Spanish. I know it in Japanese. Let's learn it in Swedish. Left is Vänster.
Vänster.
So the V is for left. Right is, how do you pronounce this?
Höger. Höger.
Right is that.
Höger.
Höger. H for right. This has been Swedish with Jeff.
Thought I would kind of just document what I have now because, like, I don't know the next time I'm gonna have like a $5 bill. Weird to think about. So yeah, I got this US paper money, some quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies. I also randomly have some euros and then euro cents. I think these are from when we lived in Holland because Holland does euros. And then we've just had it. And randomly, 15 Danish krona. I don't know where this came from. I guess I'll just try and convert all of it.
Okay, the rain definitely picked up and the wind, but this kind of double puffer situation actually worked really well. I'm the kind of person that gets cold really easily. So I'm back from the currency exchange place. I ended up going to a place called Don Exchange because it was kind of like a local chain, it seemed like, based on Google Maps. There's like 3 or 4 locations in the city, so I figured, let me check this place out, see how it is. That way in the future, wherever I am in the city, I can just know if I should go to this spot or not. And it was great. The person there, the guy was really, really nice. Honestly, I should expect that by now in Sweden. Everyone that I've interacted with in terms of customer service has been so nice, friendly, helpful, patient, and this guy was no different. And he asked for my ID at first to make like a customer account for me, which gave me a little bit of a freak out because I don't have my ID card yet. I'm waiting on that. In past vlogs, I've kind of documented the process and steps to get me to the point of having an ID card, but I'm not quite there yet because I'm still waiting on it to be ready for pickup. So stay tuned for that. So I gave him my residence permit at first, and he was like, no, I can't take this. And then I was like, oh, passport? And then he was like, yeah, I can take passport. So I always have my passport on me for reasons such as this. Once I have my ID card, I can be like Justin and just have that and not have to have my passport with me everywhere. I gave him everything I had. He didn't accept the US cents, like the quarters, nickels, dimes. He didn't accept the Danish krona because it was also like cents. It wasn't like cash. So I have my receipt and also my Swedish krona. But before I get to that, I have something embarrassing to say.
I handed him this, saying that it was a Danish krona, and then he gave it back to me saying, no, this is a Swedish krona. How am I supposed to know? But I also have my Swedish krona now. So my 50 kronor bill. Here's the 200 kronor, which has a different old white guy. And also, I don't know what this is about. Oh, the 51 had a little boat. Oh, this is cute. Okay, so the 50 has a little boat. And the 200 has like this movie reel. Okay. The 500 kronor. Interesting. Oh, and this one has music notes. Is this a musician? Wait a second. Is this guy like a famous boating person, and then this guy is like a director or an actor or something, and then this is like a musical person. Did I crack the code? But then also, I'll show you the receipt. So it just breaks down what they gave for the conversion rate, which I already checked on Google, and like the euro to Swedish krona is 10 point something, not 9.4. That's because the place has to make a profit, so the conversion they give is a little lower so they can take the rest. It's way out of my depth to tell you whether or not I got ripped off or not. But yeah, ended up with 750 krona, which is here, and then my little 10 kronor coin that I'll probably never use because, I don't know. Money! Okay, so I've done a little bit of reading up on the currency and how it looks. Apparently, in 2017, they changed all of the banknote appearances for fun and stuff. I don't know. I did not notice there's a name by the picture. And yeah, they chose different like cultural figures from the 1900s and on, from different parts of the country and different parts of the culture to like represent the country on the banknotes. So yeah, this is an opera singer. This is a director, and this, I think he's like a book author or something. Maybe he wrote a book about boats. I didn't read that much, but I'm wrapping my head around it. I really like this. Each one's a different color, which makes it easy to just visually tell the difference, unlike US money where it's all the same color. And there's, fun little pictures about like which part of the culture they represent. It's just great. I love it. It's fun. Way better than US money, in my opinion, where it's like super old presidents, and then like Ben Franklin, which makes it more funny to me that this country, in my short experience here so far, uses paper money much less often.
She matched the buttonholes exactly. I like looked at them. They look exactly the same.
How's it fit? Oh, they just did the buttonholes,
I
right?
just switched the buttonholes.
It looks great.
Right. It feels so natural. But I love it. Oh, it's so warm. It's like a sleeping bag. Oh, and she's so nice. I want to just like bring her donuts one day.
She's so nice. I'm glad she was so busy.
Yeah.
Like we waited outside for someone else to be done being seen by her, dropping things off, and while we were waiting, someone else came behind us
And
to
then there's
wait.
someone behind her too.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh my god, welcome to the 90s. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, it's later. I wanted to show you, I got my hands on a 20 kroner, 20 kronor. Sorry, my Swedish is bad.
Famous cultural person, I think, named Astrid. And this one has a book. I'm assuming this person was an author.
Thank you everyone for watching this vlog. So much happened. A surprise Swedish lesson, rain, leather pants hanging in the kitchen to dry, currency exchanging, birds, learning about Swedish currency, Justin trying on clothes. All that and more next time, guys. I am so excited for what's to come. It's gonna be great. So much to show you, including a secret trip and moving in. There's so much. I'm so excited. But until then, thanks for watching and bye.